this kind of paints it as like you're a big dreamer and you're able to like picture these big things and then put them into practice. And that's really cool because I have never seen it as an asset ever.
So I'm taking the StrengthsFinder test right now for the very first time, and I am going to let you know if I think you should take it too. So I bought the book, and there's an access code to the test right here. When I went online just to see how much it would be without buying the book, it was $50, and the book was like $15. So I bought the book. Also, it'll be nice to have it to look at once I get my results.
Wake up this morning, make the mistake of turning on the TV.
Okay, I have done it. I have my results. I'm futuristic, a developer, focus, activator, and empathy.
What is it? It's a personal development tool created by Gallup Education to find your top 5 strengths. Okay, so there's 34 different strengths that you can have within StrengthsFinder, and they're all within one of these 4 columns: executing, influencing, relationship building, and strategic thinking. So how does this help you? Well, focusing on your strengths on a daily basis is a great way to figure out like, where would I best be utilized? What career should I do that I would just thrive in? That my natural strengths, the strengths that I naturally have, can be blooming and glorious, or something less weird. I'm seeing that the way this differs from the Enneagram is the Enneagram has a big focus on your weaknesses and your stress paths and like how to develop those. But StrengthsFinder kind of looks at your strengths and says, hey, let's forget about your weaknesses. Let's look at what you do really well and let's pull that out of you. And I think that's a really valuable thing to do. I mean, obviously I love the Enneagram and I think that we should all be looking at our weaknesses, but I've never seen my strengths written so clearly and been able to like kind of revel in the fact that like, hey, my futuristic thinking, like that has value. Who knew? Not me. So what are my strengths? I'm gonna do a little deep dive into what I discovered about myself. My number 1 strength is futuristic. And it says, you are a dreamer who sees visions of what could be and who cherishes those visions. What I love about this book is it has action items that you can look into once you figure out your strengths. And one of mine was that for futuristic thinking, I should look at entrepreneurial or like startup positions where I can contribute my big ideas for the future. And that's what I'm already doing. But this is just super cool because I've always seen this as a flaw. Like, I think about the future a lot and I worry about the future a lot and I hate that. Thinking about it in terms of like, hey, what are the strengths of having that like future thinking mind? From here on out, I can look at that part of me and be like, yes, I can go overboard with worry, but look at the other side. Look what I can do with this strength. My number 2 strength was developer, and this was bizarro to read because it's something I've always known about myself, but never could put into words. And basically, it's like when I interact with other people, my goal is to make them have success. So like, helping other people grow and change brings me like intense satisfaction, and I have always felt this way. And I thought it was hilarious because that's pretty much what I'm doing on this channel. It's like, I love that. I love encouraging people and seeing change and growth. And like, I just didn't even know it was a strength. I didn't know it was a thing that you could have that would be good for life. So now I know. Okay, my number 3 was focus. And this is described as, where am I headed? You ask yourself. You ask this question every day. So each year, each month, and even each week, you set goals. This is very Enneagram 3 of me. I am all about efficiency. What is the goal, and what are the things that I need to do to get to that goal? What can I cut out? What is not essential? And what can I do to get there? Number 4 was activator, and an activator is someone who says only action can make things happen. I read this and I was like, yeah, because nothing's gonna happen unless you do things. And number 5, my last strength, was empathy, and that says you can sense the emotions of those around you. You can feel what they're feeling as though their feelings are your own. I very much see type 2 and type 9 traits in that of being able to put yourself in other people's shoes. Do I recommend taking the StrengthsFinder's test? I took this test yesterday and it has been stewing in me for about a day, and I have a lot of thoughts. And it's something that kind of similar to the Enneagram. When you first read about it, I was like, I'm gonna think about that more. I have a feeling it's gonna be something that sticks with me throughout the rest of my life. If you know your StrengthsFinder's strengths, please put them in the comments down below so we can all talk about it. And let me know if you'd like to see more videos about StrengthsFinders in the future. I find this super fascinating, so I'd be down. I'm down if you're down. Click here if you wanna see what your favorite personality test says about you, and click here if you wanna watch what YouTube thinks you'll like. Thanks to my patrons for supporting this channel, and I will see you in the next video. I'm a queen.